Okay, now this is the second house I'm looking at, just looking at this for the first time. What I should have said to the student is, can you take it from kind of all four sides? So I'm just looking at from this side and just sort of trying to imagine how the rest of it goes. If you look, I guess it's got the main rectangle is the inside bit, and then it's got these other bits kind of added onto the outside. Nice kind of room there with the glass. Okay, so this, and the thing is, your Minecraft model is just like a prototype. It's just a rough plan. So it doesn't matter if it changes a little bit, because that's probably what you would do when you start building something. You would make changes, you know. So I'll do, say, the main square bit, and it looks like maybe it's kind of like an L shape. So I'd probably, I'll try and imagine that it's, because it looks like the other bit is a bit further back from this. So I'm just trying to imagine that it goes kind of something like this. Right, and this would be one floor, maybe a two-floored house. That's what I'm going to imagine. I'm going to imagine it's kind of like an L shape, and it's over on 2 floors. And it looks like, so on this bit the floor comes out a little bit, but not on that one. Okay. Okay. What I think I would do is divide, so do the pencil, divide that bit up, do the offset tool, and then make that slightly bigger. Okay, just going to do that again. So you do offset, click, and then drag, and keep going out like that. Okay, and so you've got that kind of ledge to it, and I'm going to leave that one as it is. I might just get rid of these lines and leave that. Okay, so you've got something like that as your starting point, and then what you're doing is adding the, what we would, I guess, like the embellishments, the bits that make it look kind of, gives it the personality. It looks like it's on 2 floors, so this would be, okay, so this is floor 2. I'm just pull that one up a bit. So this floor, how would you do it? So this floor is, is it in a little bit? I might even do something like that, just make that one in. And maybe kind of do this as the, almost like as an opposite effect to that one. Maybe even just pull that one across like that. Okay, so you've got that kind of effect. So you have this, that's this bit here, and then you've got the glass. Okay, and then the bit, so it's like a, kind of like a backwards C shape. Actually, I think I'll do, if I do the right hand side bit first, so you have these rectangles that go around the bottom. So you could do something, so you could draw something like that. Move that up. Oops, okay. I think ideally what I should have done, yeah, probably drawn them off of the building. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Undo that. Probably draw the rectangles off of the building. Something like that, and then you could just copy them. So you do one. Okay. I'm guessing. Right, this is not very scientific. I'm just kind of doing it roughly. What I should do is kind of line it all up, I think. So we have 1, 2, 3, and then 4 is a different thing. Okay. So I think what I would do, drag around the outside. Okay. And just copy it, I think. So if you do move, if you press Option down, then you can just copy it up. I might actually do, you could do 4, and then the 4th one is the kind of the bigger one. Something like that. Okay. Let's look at the picture again. So you have the glass. Okay, and there's a bit at the back. Okay, so actually you've got a bit that does go up there. In fact, what I might do is drag that out a bit. Spin it round. I might just do something like this. Okay. Don't know if that's what it was like. Kind of. Alright, I'm not doing this the right way really, but okay. So I'll do something like that for the moment. And then the top one, well, top one is slightly, is in the bit that goes up like that, and I think just for speed I'm just going to drag, I'm just going to drag this wall out and just join it up to the other bits. I've kind of, maybe I've made it too, possibly a bit too wide. What I should have done is just selected all these bits and moved them in, but just for the purpose of the video I'll leave that. Okay, so what we got? So it goes up, down, okay, round, and this is where really you just use the pencil tool. This is the bit that just takes a bit of time, but you would say move that. You would move them in maybe the same amount, but you'd do something like come in something like that, and then you'd move that across. So you're just using the pencil tool really. Is that how it goes? Okay, yeah, and it goes down. And that's really all you're doing, is just kind of the pencil tool and the push-pull tool. And then just joining it all. So you're getting that sort of, and you're getting the general effect, but you could even just play around with it, you know, if you wanted. You could have it kind of that sort of, probably not actually, but yeah, you'd probably want them all lined up, but it should give you clues. Oh, I just ruined that. Right, so it's something like that. So that's how you would get started. And then you've got, okay, you've got things like so you've got that bit, you've got this bit that goes up. It's quite a, okay, so it's quite a complicated design in a way. I'll just try and do the end bit here. It's not, it's complicated in one way, but it's simple to do. It's just a bit time consuming. But all you're doing really is just using the pencil tool. Just click on that. So you've got this bit, and you've got, it looks like you've got a big kind of N shape here. You've got this bit that goes up, and across. Oops, that was the early one. Hang on. So you probably would do things like, oops, the pencil tool, so you'd kind of zoom in. Okay, yeah, as long as it's on the green axis, okay. Green axis. So you'd probably just have to do things like this where you're drawing the pencil tool and then again just doing the push pull and just kind of, I think that's what okay, yeah, and then it's going back and then you've got, so actually it's, because it was kind of Minecraft, it's very squarish. If I do midpoint, 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 and just close that off. I think, so you've actually got, right, okay. So I'd probably, so you do, okay. You could push pull on that one, but possibly then go up. Okay, and now what you might want to do is start, just going to do that a different, okay, I'll just do that slightly different just to make it look a bit different. Okay, do that one. Whoa, okay, should have closed that off. Just, it might help just when you're actually doing the details. Okay, pencil. Okay, so if you start doing things like that, it might just help you when you're actually making it. How long we got? Oh, I've got 3 minutes. Okay, so I'm going to just try and do this bit with the glass and that other final bit. It might go over to 2 videos just very, very quickly. What I think I would do is maybe bring that one up. Yeah, and possibly do the offset tool on that and do that again. So it's something like that. Just do push pull. And whoa, I don't know what I did there. Okay. That joins up and you've got these little indents. So you would just zoom in a bit. Spin that up. Possibly do something like that. Something like that. Bring that down. In your head. It's kind of like, I've done this slightly wrong, I think. Right, so I'm cutting into it. If I do one like that, and then you're sort of, so you've got that kind of effect. And I've got 1.5 minutes. Translucent, if I do glass, and paint on there, we've got that kind of thing. So this is not exactly, I think I've messed it up a little bit, but it's kind of, I think I've also missed out this kind of letter N in the middle, so I've got probably a bit that I've missed, but I would just, yeah. But that, I mean, generally that's what you could, I mean, you could, what could you do? You could just move it all over this way a bit, actually. And give you a bit more, yeah, just give yourself a bit more room, and I could add that big, get rid of that again, bring that out, and just make the big U-bend, the N sort of shape. But to be honest, even if you ended up something like, even if it wasn't quite like your Minecraft model, it's not what this is about. It's just playing around with shapes and just seeing what you end up with. So what you end up with might be better than what you planned to have. Okay, I've got 10 seconds. Okay, so I'll do a big door, do the offset again, and just try and draw sort of a door here, just to kind of try and finish it off a bit. Okay, but it's a very nice design, lovely design, and that's how you would try and build it in SketchUp.